here to do an all signs reading, where we're going to look at your person's next actions towards you. And we're going to see what they're plotting to do towards you next. So it can be good, it can be bad. We're going to get all the tea spilled tonight. And we're going to top it off with some spiritual guidance. So, hello. If you're here watching live, don't hesitate to say hello. And if you're enjoying any portion of tonight's reading, simply hit the like button. It's an energy exchange. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content as well as telling the algorithm to send more beautiful souls this way. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. First, we're going to bless the deck and then we'll begin. Divine spirit guides and ancestors, please protect me and the collective as I tap into the divination of tarot. Removing all negative energies sent to me and my viewers is not welcome here. We return all negative energies to the sender tenfold. May the sacredness of this tarot reading and the intuitive downloads coming through bring the clear and concise messages that my viewers need to hear. Thank you. Amen, amen. And I see we have a few people coming on in. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see. Who do we got here? We got T Rose. We got Mama Lisa. We got Queen Aries. Hello, hello. Julie. Rosie in the building. Amen, amen. Shay. Hey, girl. Country girls in the building. Hey. Hey, did y'all see my AI picture? That was pretty dope, though. I was cute. I was cute on the beach with my little black dress on, with my long, black, beautiful hair. But I'm like, wait a second. Something's off in this picture. And if you guys look closely, they're going to give me a little tiny booty. And I'm like, wait a second. That ain't right. My booty is not that small. Like, literally, I do not have a little tiny booty. So remember, we had this conversation the other night and we were talking about how AI is taking over. So just for fun, because I just love playing around with AI now. Of course, being a content creator, I like to play around with stuff. So I said, we had that conversation about AI. So y'all, I can do a whole photo shoot on the beach, get my hair done, get my nails done, get a whole face beat for free. Using AI, y'all. Wasn't that a cute picture though? It was cute. It was serving. It was fire. And I did a couple of others, but I'm gonna share those for later. But it's just fun. So if you haven't played around with AI, go ahead and have fun with it. There's a lot of different social media groups that give you the prompts that you'll put into AI if you want to just have fun with it. And I think a lot of us beautiful ladies out there, we got to embrace our femininity. It inspires you, it gets you going, and it gives you some fun ways to play around with photos. Just make sure y'all don't be posting them pictures on your dating app profile. Don't be catfishing, y'all. Don't be catfishing. Don't be catfishing. You're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Y'all know. Hey, some of y'all going to do it anyway. Some of y'all gonna get onto that AI scam and y'all gonna be doing little photo shoots. And you know that ain't you. Baby, you know that ain't you. Shay says, can I wear my hair down one day this week with the lipstick? Well, I really need to wash my hair, Shay. I'm being lazy. All of my beautiful black queens out there, y'all know how it is with hair. It's like you either ready to go and tackle it or you ready to just say, you know what, I don't care no more. I'm just put it back in a ponytail. And when you have long, natural, beautiful hair, you have that, comfort zone where you can just put your hair back up. So yeah, as soon as I wash my hair and get my life together, I definitely will have my hair down for sure. But thank you so much for the compliment. All right, y'all, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop talking about AI and talking about the photo. But if you haven't checked it out, check out my sexy photo shoot on the beach, my AI picture. Check it out. It's on the community page. Just proving a point, guys, that AI is taking over. All right, let's do this. We're going to first start off with Aries. Any Aries in the building? Any Aries? All right, let's do this. And we're going to do the person on your mind. Yeah, we'll do the person on your mind tonight. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Person that's on their mind, that they're connected to in love and romance. What is this person's future actions towards Aries? We have the 5 of Inspirations. The 4 of Emotions. And the Hierophant. Underneath the deck, we have the 9 of Materials in the reverse, as well as the High Priestess. This is someone that's really not doing well, Aries. I'm getting someone that's really needing you. They don't want to admit it. I think they're keeping this secret to themselves, but they desperately need you. They're missing you and they feel like they can't move on without you. Yeah, this is somebody that hates the fact that you're staying silent. Is actually kind of making them angry that you're silent and not giving them any attention. Yeah. It's causing this person to really go very, very dark. I'm getting very dark emotionally. So we're talking anger, sadness, loneliness, depression. A lot of emotions here. Yeah, and a lot of regret with the 7 of Emotions in the reverse and the Queen of Emotions in the reverse. So yeah, this is someone that definitely regrets letting you down. Letting you down by rejecting you when they had a chance. Now they're feeling rejected. So their next action right now is, really just trying to pull through, push all that aside so that they can potentially try to come forward. But they're trying to formulate a plan before they take action. So it's giving very victim mentality, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger. And for some of you, you may hear from this person soon. Others of you, it may take a little time. Yeah, with Justice in the reverse, they feel like you're not being fair to them by remaining silent and pulling your energy back. They say this is not fair. This is not fair. This is not who you used to be, Aries. This is not how you used to treat me. This is the energy of someone that thought you would always be around. They thought that they could take their time and when they feel like coming back, you would be there, or you would show up, something like that. Yeah. 7 of Materials is like somebody that plants seeds and they feel like you have so much invested in this relationship that there's no way that if I were to leave Aries, that they would leave me. I just know Aries is going to be there. I just know Aries is not going anywhere. But be careful, Aries, of this person's energy. With the 5 of Wands to the Devil energy, that's somebody that's like really angry. Like I want to say almost like wanting to fight. And it's not, I don't think it's like physically wanting to fight, but just angry at themselves, angry at the situation, just angry. Okay. This person could definitely be emotionally immature. They could also have some mental health issues for some of you. That's not for all. Of course, I'm not a doctor, but this is someone that's very emotionally unstable at this time. So let's look at your side. How do you feel about this person right now? How does Aries feel about this person right now in this moment? Queen of Inspiration. The Hermit in the reverse. And the Ace of Voices in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the 7 of Emotions, as well as the Sun in the reverse. The best way to describe your energy is someone that is determined to stay as far away from this person as possible, because you feel like this is someone who is not going to be upfront and honest with you. You feel like this person gives you a lot of illusions, false hopes, confusion, and the way you feel is not too happy. So you're just really focused on just going the other way. Yeah, I don't really feel like you want to stay in the space of feeling bad for yourself. For a very long time, this person really hurt you, let you down, disappointed you, broke your heart. So I feel like you're in an energy space right now today as someone that's feeling inspired to move on from this. Yeah, to really be honest that this is not someone that you can trust. They've proven this to you. That's what I'm hearing. You don't feel like you can trust this person. So that's why you're leaving. And you're taking care of yourself. I think you put a lot of value on this relationship at one point until they started disappointing you. I'm hearing consistently. So yeah, it's all energy is pointing towards you trying to run. All right. Nothing here speaks of emotion to this person. I'm getting a lot of Aries also kind of feeling like this person is very confusing and very difficult to figure out. And you're tired of trying to solve this equation. You've done everything you can do to try to help the situation, but it just doesn't get any better. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I guess we'll do a portion of the reading tonight to see how do you know if it's your person, and then we'll move to the next one. So let's see. How do you know if this is your person? How does Aries know if this is their person? We have the 2 of Voices. And we have the Knight of Voices in the reverse. This is the person that you have blocked because this is somebody that was trying their best to avoid you. I'm also getting this is somebody that pretends that they want to stay away from you, but they don't. The only reason why they're staying away is because you've triggered this person, made them upset, made them feel some kind of way. And this person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be, but that's the predominant energy that came through in the reading. Let me know, y'all, if it resonates. T Rose says 100% facts. And then T Rose says they need to fight for themselves. Okay, that's the word right there, T Rose. This person really needs to work on themselves. And I definitely agree with that. I think they're being mad at the wrong person. It feels like a lot of projection. And that's a recipe for disaster, because if this person doesn't look within and evaluate their own behavior, their own actions, they'll never understand why they keep getting disappointed by people surrounding them. And it has a lot to do with how they're treating others. So, good point for sure. All right, guys, we're going to Taurus next. Any Tauruses out there? Welcome to all of you here joining the live, especially my newbies. Hello, hello. Welcome to Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. And if you haven't already checked it out, we're family here. So feel free to say hello in the chat. We just ask that you keep the chat positive, no drama. We all grown around here. And also we ask that there are no questions in the chat. But if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you're in luck, because tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be doing mini reads. So click on that link right there. It'll give you some information of how you can book a personal reading or a live mini reading. Check out my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. So yeah, there we go. Taurus, let's do it. Deborah's a Taurus Venus. Miss Davis is a Taurus rising. Okay. K Camp is in the building, and Delaney's here. All right, let's do it, y'all. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Person that's on their mind. Tell me about this person that's on Taurus's mind. What is this person planning to do next? We have the Queen of Inspiration. We have the Sun. And we have the Queen of Emotions in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Lovers in the reverse, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. This person is hoping to get lucky. Hoping to get lucky because this is somebody that really does enjoy your company. You make them happy, you inspire them, but they're not emotionally invested in you. I'm getting, this is someone that is scared of commitment, but they're hoping that they can still keep you in their life. Yeah, you inspire this person to reach out, see if you guys can mend things. But again, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Too risky, this love thing for this person. So yeah, they just kind of hope and they wait with the 3 of Inspiration. Notice in this card, there's some dominoes, and I'm getting like a domino effect. And with that domino effect, I'm getting there's been a series of events that this person has shown you, Taurus, to really open your eyes to this person's behavior patterns. And that they're not willing to take this thing all the way. Yeah, with the Sun to the 4 of Materials, they just feel okay with keeping you in their energy. This is like someone saying, you are a valuable option, but I'm just not emotionally stable. I'm not emotionally ready for anything significant romantically. I'm not at your level yet. I'm evolving and growing, but I'm just not ready. But I don't want to lose you. Don't go nowhere, Taurus. Please don't go nowhere. Yeah. because they're missing you. Look at this. 5 of materials. They definitely feel left out in the cold, feeling lonely. But this is also somebody deep down that has no sense of direction. Like they live for the day. They don't really plan for their future. They're just like, as long as I'm in good company with Taurus, we'll take things from there. So what is our next actions actually going to be? Well, it looks like they're definitely going to be fantasizing about you guys reuniting. But it may take some time for this person to get the courage to reach out to you. Most of them are kind of waiting to hear from you first. Yeah. They're kind of forcing themselves not to do anything, even though they really want to. They really want to reach out to you. They really want to talk to you. They really want to mend things. But it's like, again, we're talking about somebody that's not wanting to be the first one to take action. Okay. Yep. But they definitely have a lot of emotions for you. Very deep emotions for you. And that's the hard thing about these types of energies, because they're almost self-sabotaging their own happiness. That's what they're doing here. All right. Let's look at your side, Taurus. Let's see, how do you feel? Let's see, how do you feel about this person right now in this moment? How does Taurus honestly and truly feel about this person right now in this moment? We have the Justice in the reverse. We have the 3 of materials. And we have the 6 of emotions in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the 6 of inspirations in the reverse, as well as the 3 of voices in the reverse. You don't like the fact that this person is not being a fair partner to you. Lack of effort, lack of consistency, and it's kind of turning you off at this point. Like all the memories go right back to how this person made you feel. You never really felt like you were important in this person's eye, like they almost push you to the side. And it didn't make you feel too good. So I think a lot of you guys now are in a space of just trying to accept it for what it is and try to move on with your life. And focusing on your goals, your money, your stability. Yeah, what really stood out to you is how dare this person do this? With the 8 of voices, I think for a very long time, this person had you very confused. Yeah, and they really played with your emotions. That's what you would say. You feel like this person played with your emotions. So how does Taurus know if this is their person? Spirit. We have the Devil. Yikes. And the 6 of voices in the reverse. Okay, well, it's very clear this is somebody that we would just say never changes. They keep being toxic. It's like a domino effect. It just keeps happening. And this is somebody that doesn't want commitment. You keep letting this person back, or you keep trying to work on it and they don't commit, or they don't try to work on things with you, but they always want to come back. That's that person. This could be somebody who is a Capricorn, and I'm also getting air sign and water sign. Air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but that's definitely what I'm getting. And is there any advice for Taurus? With the Seven of Inspirations in the reverse to the Three of Inspirations in the reverse, I think the advice is for you to keep moving forward. Yeah. There's no need to wait on someone like this because they're going to continuously disappoint you. Like we said, it's a domino effect. All right. Let me know if it resonates for you, Tauruses. Good luck to you. Moving on from this, I think as a collective Taurus, you guys are ready to just let it go. But as promised, that was some advice there. Geminis are next. For those that are interested in looking at this gorgeous deck, this is one of our decks that was sponsored by our beautiful viewers that donate to the channel. So thank you to all of those contributors to the channel that donated money anytime when I ask for donations. I collect the funds and then I purchase different decks for the channel. So thank you all. This is the Muse deck. So if you're interested, you read tarot, the Muse deck, M-U-S-E. All right, the Muse tarot deck. Very gorgeous, beautiful artistry, very colorful. And it's a little different. You know, it's one of those unique decks, but you know, I'm an Aquarius, so I like stuff that's different. Speaking of air sign energy, let's get right to Gemini. Josie says, I'm a Taurus, and he's a Taurus. And yep, he's always wants the same. Same is okay, but ma, please. Ma, like, please. I got you. I got you. Yeah, after a while, you just really want to see change, especially if you let people back or giving them another chance. You don't want them to come back and repeat the cycle. But this is somebody that just keeps repeating the cycle. And it just gets worse and worse and worse, like a domino effect. It just makes you feel worse and worse and worse every time. Yep. All right, let's do it. As you guys know, these are general readings. Only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. If you're here watching and you're enjoying the content at any point, go ahead and hit the like button. Show your girls some love and support. It's free. Free readings tonight. Big shout out to our mods tonight. Miss T Rose and Mama Lisa and all the other mods here. If I missed you, thank you so much. Take some time to say hello. Say hello to the mods. Say hello to me. I try my best to keep up with the live chats, but of course, sometimes I'm so invested and focused on the energies of the reading that I want to make sure that I don't miss out on getting you guys the most accurate messages. So thank you in advance for your support, and let's get to Gemini. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about Gemini's person that's on their mind right now in this moment, Spirit. What is this person's future actions going to be towards Gemini in love? The Wheel of Fortune. The Eight of Emotions. The Hanged Muse in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Hermit, as well as the Queen of Emotions in the reverse. This is someone, Gemini, that really hopes that they can find something better elsewhere. I'm not getting someone that's trying to come towards you. I'm getting someone that's hoping that they can find better luck elsewhere. Yeah, they just want to spend some time alone to manifest new opportunities in their life. Spirit says that's the truth. So it doesn't look like this is somebody that really wants to take action towards you, but they're thinking about it. You're still a thought, but I'm getting the focus is elsewhere. But they're like saying, if these other opportunities don't work out, I'm going to hit up Gemini's line. If these other karmics don't really do it for me, I'm going to see what's up with Gemini. Either way, they want to get lucky. Yeah, they want to get lucky with whoever's going to make them feel good. Yep. I think when it comes to you, they view you as somebody that's very difficult to deal with. I think you have a lot of expectations, which is why things ended, and they're just taking the easier route out. I'm hearing you just wanted this person to grow up. But that's too much for this person. Okay, so what are they going to do next with Gemini? Muse of materials. It looks like they're going to consider whatever option is going to manifest more abundance, more emotional support. Whoever is going to bring something to the table, that's what they're interested. Yeah, secret. They got like a secret agenda with the moon here. Like this is stuff that they're keeping under wraps. So I would be careful with this person, Gemini, if they return and spin the block. If they do, that means they haven't found what they were looking for. And they're coming back to your house. All right. So how do you feel about this person? How does Gemini feel about this person? Yeah, justice in reverse is right. Correct. Page of inspiration in the reverse. And the Ace of Voices. You know, I think for a very long time, you didn't really know what you were dealing with. And then you started looking at the facts and you started realizing, you know, after sitting in this hangman energy to really process this whole experience, that this is not really serving you. It's just not. The truth is, it's time to go. This is you in the Chariot. And I'm also getting with you in the Chariot, it's also about you standing in your power. You know, the Emperor drives the Chariot. So you're driving yourself towards what's serving you. Clarity. You have enough clarity to leave or enough clarity to move on. Maybe you didn't have this before because this person clouded your judgment. Yeah, with the Two of Inspirations in the reverse, you just said, you know what, like, I'm tired of going back and forth with this person. I'm tired of trying to, you know, give this person the benefit of the doubt. Like, this is just not right. And what's not right is this person being lazy, giving you a half-ass relationship. You found yourself putting in more effort, more energy, more consistency. And this person just kind of came along for the ride. So I really feel like this is you saying, if you're not going to fully invest in me and put in the work, then there's no point of me being here. If you're not going to change, there's no point of me being here. And what you don't know is this person definitely has a lingering eye. They're trying to find something else anyway. So yeah, I think you definitely made the right choice. If you guys are resonating with this reading, let's see. Let's see. How will you know if this is your reading? Spirit, how will Gemini know if this is their reading, Spirit? We have the Devil. Okay, I guess I will take all these cards. We got the Devil, the Seven of Emotions in the reverse, the Page of Voices in the reverse, and we have the Muse of Voices. A lot of sword energy, which speaks of intellect. So this is somebody that's very strategic, very analytical. They kind of plot and scheme before they move. This is somebody of very few words. And they also don't get very emotionally invested. And this is also somebody who's a very, very huge manipulator. But they're also very wise and very analytical. But they're also very toxic. Devil card, clarifying that. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. They're always looking for somebody to be their savior or their support. You may have found yourself always trying to rescue this person from themselves. Trying to help them become a better man or a better woman. You know, they may play the victim card and you may find yourself being a supporter. That's who this person is. Yeah, and as a result, with the 6 of Materials in the reverse, you may have found that it was a one-sided relationship, for sure. And it was very intentionally designed and orchestrated that way by this person. They did it intentionally. It was manipulation. They wanted you to put in the work, okay? This person could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but that's predominantly what's going on here. Prakash says, damn, that's right. Amy says, spot on. All right. Well, let's get some advice for you. What advice do we have for Gemini? We have the Muse of Inspiration, and then we have the Magician in reverse. Why that? Why the Magician in reverse? All right, the Lovers. You know, don't force it to fit. That's what Spirit's saying. Don't force it to fit. Don't force this relationship to fit when it's just not working. I think there is a lot of you Geminis watching that was just so determined to make it work with this person, even though you know deep down, subconsciously, it just was not working. And you're going, if you continue to stay in this relationship, you're only going to force yourself to like somebody or fall in love with somebody who doesn't want the same. Yeah. So deep down, you feel alone regardless with this person or without them. That's what Spirit's saying. So might as well, you know, choose your peace instead of stressing yourself out and depleting your energy and resources. Now, Gemini, did I check to see how you feel about this person? I don't think I did. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's see. Gemini, how does Gemini feel about this person right now in this moment? All right, 2 of Voices and the Knight of Materials in reverse. So you feel stuck. You feel stuck. You're not sure if it's worth giving this thing another shot or not. So right now you're just kind of at a standstill because you're still trying to figure it out if it's worth it. So I think what the message was is really evaluate the situation for what it was. You know, if it is your story, this is a very one-sided situation and you would be depleting your resources, but forcing it to fit is like saying I'm gonna stay in the relationship when I know I'm not getting anything out of it. You know, it needs to be a team effort. And I think that's what you needed to hear. Yeah. You would only be given to a relationship of someone who doesn't really want a relationship. They want their freedom. All right. Hard truth, but you know, I'm sure there's a Gemini out there that needs to hear it. Some of you Geminis have already kind of moved past this and you're like, I'm good. I ain't got to worry about this. That's good. Others needed to hear it because they're really stuck. You know, they're really kind of like stuck and they don't know what to do. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. I always say when you're thinking about relationships and you're asking yourself, should I stay in it? What I would also ask yourself to ask is, what am I getting out of it? What is the benefits of being with this person? And am I really being given to, served, protected, anything. What am I getting? Or am I being depleted? Is this person always taking from me? Is it a one-sided relationship? Now we know deep down a relationship is supposed to be two-sided, but sometimes we say, well, I'll give this person all of me, or I'll do all the things myself because they're on bad times. But the thing about it is, it doesn't matter if someone is on bad times. They're going to continuously make the effort to try to provoke change. And if someone is not moving in the direction of change and you're not seeing the results, then it's all talk at that point. And you got to be careful with those people, because some people talk a really good game and they will definitely have you, in your mind, hoping and dreaming and praying that they're going to get to where they say they're going to get to. But we got to stop falling in love with the potential. And for a lot of you Geminis, unfortunately, it was one of those situations. You love this person, you believed in this person, but you believed in them more than they believed in themselves. They were totally content with where they were. They just didn't want you to know that. Okay. All right. Carmen said, I left a month ago and he was just like that. Yep. Glad it resonated with you. Angela says, oh my gosh, you're so accurate. For the Aries reading. He's a Gemini. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your stories, guys. It means the world to me as your professional tarot reader. I've been doing this for a very long time. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're just new on this platform. I've been on this platform for about a year and a half now. And we're already grown to 37.7 subscribers, and we're still growing. So if you're enjoying any parts of tonight's live, hit the subscribe button, show your girls some love, and you won't be disappointed. We have a lot of fun here. We have a lot of fun here. Just speaking straight up facts. That's what we do here. All right, Cancerians are next. Any Cancerians? Cancer, Cancer. Delaney's here. Hey. Patricia's here. Country girl. Cancer moon. Hey, Debbie. Sean. Cancer sun and moon. Don't cry, Sean. For all of my newbies here, my son is a Cancer. My mom is a Cancer. So the running joke is, don't cry, Cancer, don't cry. It's just emotion. It's just, you're just so passionate about things. And sometimes you just have to shed a tear or two. I do too. I can get emotional too. I can. It just, y'all don't really see it. I try to be tough. Aquarius is, we don't cry in front of folks. All right, let's do it, Cancer. Let's see what we got for you. Hey. All right, let's do it, guys. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's on Cancer's mind, Spirit. What is this person's next action towards Cancer going to be? We have Temperance in the reverse. Six of Materials in the reverse. And the Queen of Inspirations. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Materials in the reverse, as well as the Knight of Emotions in the reverse. All right. Well, let me tell you guys, you definitely have someone who is trying their best to hold back. Yeah. They're trying to hold back their feelings that they have for you, but I'm getting it's kind of off and on. It's like, let me hold back how I really feel. But they're beginning to lose their patience with you. So it's bringing those emotions to the surface of wanting to reach out to you, wanting to express how they feel about you, wanting to say something. Yeah, I think they're tired of running away from this connection or trying to duck and dodge and avoid you. They feel like there's been enough separation from you guys far too long. It's enough of that. So with the Emperor underneath the deck to the Knight of Inspirations in the reverse, this person may impulsively come towards you. But again, I think it's just a check-in just to see where you at, what you're thinking. Do you still want me? What's up? What's up, Cancer? Oh yeah, this person is very scattered, y'all. It's not really giving someone that is sure about what they want. It's almost like they're just testing the waters. So yeah, I feel like they may test the waters, but it's because they need help. They don't want to be pushed away, neglected, abandoned. It's like someone being triggered by this abandonment wound that they have deep down within them, that you're not chasing them, you're not reaching out to them, you're not coming towards them. So they're losing patience at this point. But if this person comes towards you, what you do need to know, and this is a key thing that you must pay attention to, Cancer, with your person. They don't know what they want to do with you. Two of Wands. They're like, I mean, I could stay, but then I could go. I don't know, because Cancer's so silent right now. And they may be on to me. They may be knowing what I got going on. Yeah, so it's kind of pissing this person off. Five of Wands. That there may be competition. They don't know if you got another man, another woman. They don't know if you're dating. They don't know if you are totally done. They're just trying to figure it all out. They're like, listen, I need some answers. Yeah, it's pissing me off. I need some answers to know, like, what's going on with Cancer. Yeah, this is not good. I'm also getting bitterness because you're not showing up. You're not calling them. You're not texting them. So it's a lot of anger underneath the surface. Yeah, Three of Wands in reverse. They're tired of waiting. He keeps talking about tired of waiting, tired of waiting. Okay. So yeah, they may subtly reach out to you or something just to kind of see what you're up to. Be nosy. Those type of people. Got to see what you're doing. All right. So let's see. How do you know if this is your person? Let's look at it. How will Cancers know if this is their person? We have the Fool in the reverse. We have the Three of Emotions. So this is the person that's been holding back from you. They've been taking forever to try to mend things, make things right, reconcile. I'm getting a very petty energy from this person because deep down they still like you. They still have feelings for you, but they're just trying to play this game because they're mad at you. It's like, I'm fine. I'm going to hold back. Yeah. They feel like the victim. I'm getting like a very stressed energy, sleepless nights. Because you should have called by now. You should have texted by now. So this is definitely somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. That person. And you definitely probably have history with this person as well. because they do have some deep emotions for you, but they're just trying to be petty right now. But the thing that's going to inspire them the most is because they're going to be in their head, you know, that you're rising up in your power and you may be moving on to bigger and better things without them. So yeah, that's what they want to do, fix and recover things with you so you don't move on away from them. By the way, this can also be somebody who is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And they can also be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I got that predominantly in the reading there. Doesn't have to be, but that could be in their major placements of their chart as well as yours. So let's look at your side, Cancer. Let's see, Cancerians, how do you really feel? How does Cancerians really feel about this person? Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Muse of Inspiration. And the Moon in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess. There you go. Still silent. So the way you feel about this whole thing is you kind of saying, I really don't want to deal with it. I'd rather just kind of stay silent, mind my business, and silently walk away. Silently go on with my day. I think what has really inspired you more than anything is this person. Them not coming to chase you. Them not showing up for you after all you've done. It's really put a bad taste in your mouth. The fact that they have the audacity to treat you this way. I think you've been down this road before with this person where you've been off and on before. And now you're like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. I can't keep being the one to chase this person or trying to make things right. Yeah. A lot of you guys just started not even feeling the same way. You know how when you first met this person or when you guys were on good terms, you were deeply in love, willing to do just about anything. Like those emotions are changing. And that's very, very significant for a Cancer reading. Like the fact that you're falling out of love and being brave to go and possibly begin to flirt or talk to others. Being inspired to just move on to a new opportunity. Yep. It's not easy, but it's necessary. That's what you're saying. It's not easy, but it's necessary. So what advice do we have for Cancerians if this is their reading, Spirit? We have the Muse of Materials. And we have the Six of Inspirations. You are a rising star, meaning you're going to go down a path of success. But first, like this woman on the bridge, you see her walking away and you see her kind of like going to the other side of the bridge. You got to cross the bridge first. You got to get to the other side. And I'm getting the idea of walking to your new life. You see how these figures here have roses. Roses represent passion. And I think this represents the love that you and your person have for each other, or the passion you guys have. And this is you right there, walking away from it and walking into your new life. But I feel like, honestly, a lot of you guys are feeling like this Six of Inspirations, which is like a Six of Wands, going into like this new life where you're going to get a lot of attention from people, possibly dating, possibly, you know, noticing, boosting confidence. For some of you guys, it's still a journey to get to the other side, but you're getting there. And Spirit is saying, keep going. Don't give up now. You're going the right way. Don't turn around now. Keep going. All right. Good luck to you, Cancers. I hope that helps someone out there. I think it did. Cassandra said it resonated. Nice. Young Meek says, amen. I'm ready to walk away and never look back. Patricia says, thank you, Mika. On point as always. Nice. All right. Sean says, thank you for the Cancer reading tonight. You guys are welcome, Cancerians. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Y'all got it. Y'all know what time it is. Make room. Make room, Cancer, for the mighty, mighty Leos. Make room, y'all. Here they come. Leo babe is in the building. Hey, Gun Guy. Oh, no, Gun Guy hasn't been doing. I hope all is well, Gun Guy. Hang in there. Man. Young Meek says, you have helped me. I'm done with her for good. This one sick game she's playing. Oh, man, I hate that you're going through that. But the good thing is, on the other side, there's light at the end of the tunnel, as they say, and that's what I'm getting. Like, your new life is going to look so much brighter and lighter and freer, happier, and you're going to notice a lot of people are going to give you a lot of attention, Cancers, because you're going to know your worth and stand in your power, you know? So I love it. All right, let's do it, Leo. Yeah, Leo Bad say, we're roaring loud and proud. I heard that. All right, Leos, here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about mighty, mighty Leo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's currently on Leo's mind. What is their next actions going to be towards Leo? Four voices. The Tower in the reverse. Two of emotions. Underneath the deck, we have the Eight of emotions, as well as the Hierophant. This feels like somebody who's had a change of heart. Meaning the way that they look at this connection with you or this relationship, it's changed. They're really thinking a lot about it, you know, and it's almost like they're just drowning in deep thoughts. I think they're looking at how some of their behaviors, things that they have said, things that they have done, may have really provoked you in ways that has led to a lot of resentment you're feeling towards them. And many of you Leos have pulled your energy back or totally have walked away. And they're not too happy about this. Okay. If anything, they're very upset that you're pulling back, but there is causing this person to step back and think. Like whatever you're doing, I don't know. There's a Leo out there. You've totally cut this person off. You pulled your energy back, or you stand in your power and you say, listen, I'm a Leo. Do you not know who I am? And you're pulling back. Okay. And they're just like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? So then they start reevaluating everything and they're like, wait, okay, I get it. I probably haven't been making the best choices. I probably have been triggering Leo. Yeah, I probably have. Yeah, because the tower keeps falling in your relationship with this person, right? It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Like things just are not going the right way. And now they're realizing when they think about it, like, okay, if I keep doing the same thing and I don't change, I may be left out in the cold forever. Like, I really got to get my crap together. Like, I really got to make a choice of how I'm going to proceed here. And I think deep down with the Magician and the Page of Emotions in the reverse, this person has been creating a relationship where they have been emotionally closed off, and they've moved in an energy of always making you put in the work. Like, by default, they've kind of moved in a way to make them feel better, make them feel good. And I think it's kind of triggered you, some of the things that they have done. It was coming from a very immature space and a very unhealed space. But this is the things that they're realizing they got to change, because they do want a relationship with you. Two of Cups. Okay. Yeah. This look, Ace of Voices, which is like Ace of Swords. Like, they have clarity now. Before, they were not very clear. And even if they saw the potential, I think this is somebody that mishandled you very badly, to the point where you just pulled your energy back. Okay. Yeah, they see you as a star. Like, you're somebody very special to them. You inspire them. They look up to you. They have a lot of emotion for you. They're very sure about you in this relationship now. Whatever got in the way before, it's like, okay, I got to fix it. I got to fix and repair this. So that's kind of what they're thinking about doing. Let's see, are they going to actually do it though? The Star. I mean, right now, it doesn't look like they're actually going to do it. It looks like they got to build up the confidence and the courage to say something first. They're just plotting right now. They're just in their head and thinking it through. Okay. But at least they're thinking the right thing, because I know Leo ain't got time for the game. So they right. They right. They right. All right. So let's see. How will you know, Leo, if this is your person? How will Leo know if this is their person? I'm picking up in the reading. Okay, we have the Knight of Emotions in the reverse. And we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So this is somebody that's been very in and out, very fickle about if they should actually pursue this or not. I'm also getting this is somebody who continuously does this. They keep you stalled or waiting, keep you like an option or something. They just never really fully surrender, fully invest, fully go for it. And you're just like, listen, do you want me or do you not want me? Like, I ain't got time. For a very small portion of you, this person could be a player or they could have other options. Okay. But they're starting to feel a bit lonely. Okay. And now they want to come forward and make things right. Because whatever lifestyle, like I said, or things that they were doing, it's kind of put them in a predicament where things are not going their way. Things are becoming more strained between you two, and even possibly with these karmics. Yeah, these are like secrets this person's keeping, you know, that they're down bad and they need a little grace, and they're hoping that they can come with their best game. I don't know why the word game came in. They want to come in with their best game. What is the game? They want to come in with their best game. Game. The Chariot. Okay. So they want to come in as the Emperor, because the Emperor drives the chariot. So they want to come in and play the game that they're coming in to save the day, coming in to come towards you with a lot of passion and to take the lead on the situation. So they want to kind of come in like they're an emperor or an empress. It doesn't matter the gender. Like they're going to really take the lead on this. But with the Eight of Materials in the reverse underneath the deck, this person is honestly deep down lazy. They're really not planning to put in much work. They're just going to give the illusion that they are. Feels very love bombing to me. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. And it feels like somebody that's still not totally ready yet, which is why they're not taking action yet. Yeah, they're still running away from doing what it takes because of fear. So like I said, they got to get their crap together. This person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, Virgo. Yeah. And then I can say fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right, let's look at your side. Let's look at your side, Leo. Let's see, how do you feel about this person? So y'all get what I'm saying? The best way to describe it, if it's your energy, is this person's just not totally ready. But they still have feelings for you. The way you feel, 9 of Inspirations in the reverse. Queen of Inspiration. And the 7 of Emotions in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the 10 of Materials. Okay. You're exhausted of fighting for this. And I think you've reached a level of exhaustion to the point where you're not even really interested anymore in this. Not like you used to be when it comes to building a long-term committed relationship with this person. You do have emotions for them. You do want to have a fresh new start secretly, but you think about the facts. And the facts say, is this person really going to serve me or hinder me? And you tell yourself, I don't think I can build a long-term committed relationship with this person. I like how this person makes me feel when the good times are good. But like when I'm trying to settle down with somebody for the long term, this person's too immature. They're not at my level. They're not ready to put in the work like I'm putting in the work. And that's where you're at with it. Like, yeah, I have feelings for this person, Mika, but I need somebody that's going to put in some work, you know? I'm good over here. You're not codependent, but I'm noticing this person is. You don't need someone else to support you and be there for you. This other person needs you way more than you need them. So yeah, 7 of Voices in the reverse is like you saying, listen, like I would be selling myself short to keep fighting for this. Some of you guys will try to hear this person out, but it's because you still have feelings and you're curious. But others of you are going to say, it just doesn't make sense. I know this is not going to go anywhere. So what advice do we have for Leos? Strength in reverse and the Fool. You know, you really got to look at your confidence. You know, this is you, mighty, mighty Leo. But I think this person throws your energy off. And it makes you do stuff out of fear. So I think you got to get into having that courage. The courage to walk away. The courage to do things that better serve you. Because right now, you're not happy. And you're not feeling good when you're with this person. Because you're getting lack of cooperation. And you're going to continue to receive this if you stay with it. So you got to take that first step towards a new direction. Yeah. Or you're going to keep feeling this way. Like I was saying, yeah. Okay. The choice is yours. I mean, some Leos will stay with it. Some of y'all move forward. It's up to you. That's what I got. Grounded 100 says, definitely not going back to that person. I know that's right. Yep. Got to stay strong, T-Rose. That's right. All right, guys, we have made it to Virgos. You're welcome, Leo babe. If you are here and you're watching this reading and anything is like, man, she's pretty good, she's pretty accurate, Hit the like button. We got a lot of you guys watching. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new here, welcome. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Let's do Virgo. Hey, Melissa. Hello. Adrian. Hey. You're welcome, Marion. Leo Babe says, Mika is always on point. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you, love. Barbie says, love you, Mika. Definitely healing me. I know that's right. All right, let's do this, Virgo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's on Virgo's mind. What is this person's next actions towards Virgo? We have the Four of Inspirations in the reverse. The Two of Voices. The Six of Emotions in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the 10 of Materials in the reverse, as well as the Devil card. Eek. All right, Virgos. This is somebody that's really in their feels. And it feels kind of like a giving up energy because they're so emotional right now. And I think what they're emotional about is the fact that they may feel a bit defeated, feel a bit inadequate, and feel like this is just too much. Yeah, too much work. Too much work to be with someone like you, because what you ask them to do is stop doing what they're doing and change their toxic ways. Wait a second. You want me to change, Virgo? You want me to be somebody else who's not toxic? So yeah, the idea of coming back to work on this has been put on hold because this is somebody that doesn't necessarily want to change. Let's just call it what it is. They don't want to have to change. It's easier to just walk away than have to put in the work to be a better man or a better woman for you. Okay. But they're self-sabotaging how they feel, because deep down they really want to be with you, but then they think about what that would look like or what that would mean moving forward. So they're like, I don't think I'm ready to make a decision yet. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much going on here between us. Yeah, they're all over the place. Thinking about the past, thinking about what you said, thinking about what they got to do. Like, they don't even know if you're going to even make them happy. Yeah, if it's even worth the risk. Like, is going towards Virgo going to be worth it in the end? Probably not, because I'm going to have to change. Like, that's the underneath the surface, what they're telling themselves. Yeah. Yeah, they're really hoping that you'll have a weak moment and let them get away with some stuff. Yeah, like they want you to be desperate. They want you to drop your guard and just let them get away with stuff and not have to change. Like they want to, that would make them come back if they felt like you would be desperate, or if you would just say, you know what, it's okay, just do the best you can. Something like that. Yeah, that would make this thing go the way they want. So it feels like you and them have two different ideas of what this relationship should look like. Thus, it's a clash. It's a clash. So how do you know if this is your person? Let's look at it. How will Virgo know if this is their person that I am talking about in the reading, Spirit? How will Virgo know if it's their person? All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Five of Wands. Like, this is the person that like, I'm getting 5, 5 right here. And then I got the wheel that's 10. So like 10 speaks of completions, 5 speaks of change. So again, it's like reinforcing what I've been saying. I'm willing to end this if I have to change. I don't want to end this, but you want me to change. Like, I keep getting endings, change. And even in the numbers, which signifies those same exact words. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, they're trying to pretend like they're not affected by this. They're giving off the impression that everything is fine when it's not. And I'm also getting a very impulsive person. So like there may have been like a big argument, fight, abrupt ending, or something of that nature. This person may have had something like that happen between you two. Impulsively, like just random, out of nowhere. You're like, whoa. They went to a 0 to 1,000 real quick or something. And it led to them or you not wanting to continue to invest in this anymore. This person could be a Taurus, a Scorpio, a Leo, an Aquarius. Definitely give me a lot of fixed energy. A lot of fixed sign energy. This person could also be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? But giving a lot of fixed signs. So they can have that in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, that fixed sign energy. All right. Let's see your side, Virgo. Let's see, how do you feel? Let's see, how do you honestly feel about this person? 10 of Voices in the reverse. 7 of Inspirations. And the 4 of Voices. Underneath the deck, we have the Tower in the reverse, as well as the 2 of Emotions. All right. I'm getting you just want the pain to stop, and you want this person to change. But until they do, you're going to remain guarded. Are you going to block this person? Yeah, you don't intend to continue to invest in this unless this person does something different. Because what you feel like, you are being handed all the responsibility in this relationship, and you need this person to be a supportive partner. Yeah, you're tired of waiting on this person to get their crap together. But deep down, subconsciously, you're like, if this person will change, you may consider taking them back. All right. So what advice do we have for Virgo here? 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, or we should call it 2 of Materials with this deck. 2 of Materials in reverse, Ace of Voices. I think you've got to not overwhelm yourself with the truth. You're stressing yourself out with the truth. You don't like the truth, so you're becoming very stressed. I'm getting you would just want this person to do what they're supposed to do. And if they can't, then, you know, Spirit is saying, let it go. Don't overthink it. Don't stress. So I'm not really getting like a direct answer. I think you have to use your own discernment on this one, to be honest, because that can go both ways. But ultimately, I'm just saying whatever path is less stressful. Yeah, whatever path is less stressful, and whatever path is not going to jeopardize your happiness and your peace. A lot of you guys are not feeling too good. Queen of Emotions in reverse speaks of a lot of insecurities, a lot of lack of confidence. This person really took a toll on you emotionally, but yet some of you guys are still like holding on, whatever that means, holding on subconsciously to it. So just evaluate your situation, Virgo, and just use your best discernment. I think you kind of know where I'm leaning toward, but I'm not going to call it. I'm going to let y'all decide. Okay. Let me know, Virgo, if it resonates with your story. Sending you a lot of love and lights. Don't let these folks get you down. Libras are next. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the birthday girls and guys. Happy birthday, Libras. All right, Libras, let's get into it. Michael's birthday is October the 14th. Got a birthday coming around the corner. I hope you're doing something exciting for your birthday. Happy, happy birthday. Michelle's in the building. Hey. Nina is a Libra as well. Sending you lots of love and light, Tammy. I've been thinking about you too, Tammy. I hope all is well. Hang in there, boo. Yvette is having a birthday on Wednesday, right? Is that right? Yeah, Wednesday on the 1st. Happy early birthday, Yvette. All right, guys, let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's currently on Libra's mind, that they're connected to in love and romance. What is this person's future actions going to be towards Libra? Temperance. 2 of emotions in the reverse. 3 of emotions. And underneath the deck, we have the Strength in the reverse, as well as the Queen of Inspiration in the reverse. This person's taking their sweet time because they first have to build up their confidence. This is someone that doesn't really have the motivation to deal with this situation too much right now, so they just need more time. But they do want a reconciliation. They do. So their next action is just to kind of wait a little bit and hoping that will give them more time to build up their confidence. I think this person wants to feel like an emperor, taking charge of the situation, taking the lead, having a clear plan of how to fix and repair things with you. But they're not too confident that you're going to want the same thing. They're not too confident that you're going to want cooperation and love and support from them by the time they show up. But they can't help themselves. They really want to work on creating a emotionally invested relationship with you. Yeah, hoping to pick up where things left off. Yeah, they want to try to be more fair this time. It just feels like it's going to take a little bit of time until this person gets a little bit better. Yeah. With the Eight of Inspirations, like, they definitely want to take action. They definitely want to come towards you. That's not the issue. It's just, yeah, with the Three of Inspirations in reverse, like the Three of Wands in reverse, they're just not ready yet. It's like they get their phone out like they're about to text and they're like, oh no, I don't need to do that yet. Or they get their phone and like, okay, let me call Libra. No. Maybe I should text. Maybe I should. So whoever I'm channeling, I'm getting this is somebody that's just like overthinking it for sure. Definitely could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be. That's just the main energies there. How will Libra know if this is their person? Okay, we have the Muse of Materials. And we have the Three of Materials. So this is somebody that definitely wants to be more cooperative. Okay. Maybe in the past, this is somebody that was taking forever to get to this point. And deep down, it's like they may have kept this relationship as something that felt more like a business transactional thing. You know, this doesn't really feel like lovey-dovey. This is also somebody that just wasn't totally emotionally invested. It felt very surface level, very superficial, nothing deep. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, like, when are we going to go to the deep stuff? No, very superficial, very, yeah. And that's what I'm getting from this person's energy. That's how you'll know. Yeah. And then when things got hard, I think we're talking about somebody that would just pull their energy back. And that was the injustice. Then you find yourself having to kind of like take up the relationship on your own, Libra. Yeah. Also picking up a lot of earth sign in this person's energy. All right, so let's look at your side, Libra. Let's see, how do you feel about this person? How does Libra honestly and truly feel about this person right now in this moment? The Death card. Yikes. All right. Three of Inspirations in the reverse. And the Fool. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess and the Tower. Okay. I'm hearing you're just going to let this relationship die. You're going to let the Tower just fall. Because it's just not getting better. Like you're tired of constantly having to rebuild this relationship up, make things better, make things grow, and you're just getting tired of it. You're tired of it. So you're just going to just let it fail. Like just let it die with the Death card. But it also made you become more tapped into your spirituality and more tapped into your intuition, which kind of led you to this conclusion that you may need to just end things with this person because it's not really serving you, not serving your higher purpose. Yeah. Especially when you started getting more in tune with the facts. You started thinking about how this person broke your heart. Some of you guys, this person may have left you for a third party. That's for some of you guys. Or you just assume this person is capable of making things worse. So you just had to let it die. And I think when you met this person, you were an Empress. But after dealing with this person, they depleted your energy. I'm getting they took a lot from you than what you gained. So now I think a lot of you guys are more interested in new opportunities. Some of you guys could be dating, getting to know other people, and putting more focus on your goals, your stability, demanding respect, and just doing your thing, you know? Yeah. You're more interested in somebody that you can build a legacy with, a life with, having long-term success, and you didn't feel that was possible with this person because they weren't putting in the work. So yeah, despite this person kind of like neglecting you, abandoning you, making you very angry by this, you're just moving forward. Any advice for Libra on this? Get out of your head. Don't let this person consume your thoughts. I think you know that they were playing a lot of head games and mind games with you, and you've got to let it go, because what it's doing is causing your frequency to go to a lower space, and it's not going to attract the type of 10 of Pentacles situation you want for your future. If you're harboring a lot of this negative energy and negative thoughts, you have to release it in love and light and just say, you know, I hate that I put myself through this, but don't beat yourself up. I'm getting also some of you guys are beating yourself up for allowing this thing to go on as long as it did, but you weren't aware. You weren't aware until you start tapping more into your intuition. And that's when it all became more clear to you. So yeah, good luck to you, Libra. I hope this helped someone out there to know you made the right choice and set yourself free mentally. Yep. You're welcome. You're welcome. Michelle says, yes. Nina said, yes, he left me pregnant. Oh no. But I'm focusing now on myself and my goals. That's good. Yeah, I hate anybody that has to deal with a karmic connection and that person leaves you depleted, you know. They leave you, you know, alone or in lack or worse than you know, were when you met this person. But those are spiritual tests, and sometimes, you know, God, the universe will hand it to us so we can see things about ourselves and about the type of people we let into our life and our frequency, and really think about what is serving us and not serving us. So, you know, embrace those spiritual lessons so you can learn from them and move forward. I hate that you guys had to go through that though, Libra. And it looks like this person is still trying to figure out how they're going to come back. That's crazy. But it is what it is. All right, y'all, we're on Scorpio. I see we have Rashima here. Hey, somebody else was looking for the Scorpio read. Max is here. Hey, Max. Right on time. All right, y'all, let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's on Scorpio's mind right now in this moment. What is this person's next actions towards Scorpio? 7 of emotions. The Death card. Queen of Inspirations in the reverse, and underneath the deck we have the Muse of Materials as well as the Justice card. All right. I think this is somebody that really wants to get out of their own way. Stop confusing themselves. Stop limiting themselves by these other options. You see, there's a lot of fish in the sea. That's what this person says. And I think for a little while, this person thought that they can find something better than you, only to find out, no. All of that came to an end. It didn't work out. Yeah, this person was very determined to find someone else. Like they were very determined. I'm getting they were on probably all different dating apps, talking to all kind of people, and none of that stuff worked out. So now they want to come back to you. If this person had somebody else, it looks like that person left them out in the cold, abandoned them, broke up with them, doesn't want to deal with them. And so now they want to come back to you to revive and repair the relationship. But they're feeling really dumb right now. Yeah. I'm getting like a vision of a dog with a tail tucked between their legs, like feeling ashamed that they were trying to do all this, play these games, trying to have you compete with someone else. Yeah, with the Ten of Voices in the reverse, you know, they want to take those 10 swords out of your back, but they feel a bit embarrassed to have to try to do this. And I think for a lot of them, they don't know what to do. They're like, hey, can we at least come back as friends? Can we at least start off there? Like, that's the best that they got, you know? But first, they got to let go of their fears first. Because if you find out about all this that they did, which a lot of people in their family, their friend circle, what have you, may have realized this, like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you not talking to Scorpio? And then they probably even seen this person around these low vibrational karmics and like, oh, you left Scorpio for that? Yeah, they don't want it. And they don't want to have any more beef or issues or play games with you. This is a game player, very immature, like tit for tat. Let's see, why did they feel like they had to go to other options? Let's look at that. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands in reverse, is because this person was a bit upset that you were blocking them or making it hard for them to contact you. So fine, if you're making it hard for me to contact you, Scorpio, fine. I'm about to go chase these other hoes. I'm about to see what else is out here. You know, that was their game. Like, they were very bitter and angry and just like, okay, well, I'm going to just go out here and find somebody else. And it backfired. So the player got played. Anything else about this person? Yeah, they played themselves. Seven of Swords in reverse, which is the Seven of Voices in this deck. Yeah, they played themselves. You know, the player got played, like I just said. All right, so how do you know if this is your reading? That's what we need to look at. How will Scorpio know if this is their reading? We have the Magician. The Muse of Material. And the Ten of Materials in reverse. Wow. All right, so this feels like the energy of somebody that only came into the relationship for superficial reasons because they needed help. They thought that you can help them out, or you had some type of abundance or situation or makeup that supported them or could be supportive. But I think you put an end to that and they were feeling stuck. But they were trying to manifest this. I'm getting a moocher energy from this person. Some of you guys may have called this person out about this, these games this person was playing. I'm getting a big game player, a manipulator, a wordsmith, someone that always gets their way. They know how to finesse people or something. And you may have started catching on to their games. And you're like, wait a second. Is this person trying to run game on me? Yeah. They try to get in your head to tell you that they were struggling. They needed help. Can you help a brother out? Can you help a sister out? Yeah. That person. This person could have air sign or earth sign. Air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doesn't have to be, but that's predominant in this person's energy. All right, let's look at your side, Scorpio. Let's see, how do you feel? Spirit, how does Scorpio feel about this person right now in this moment? Justice. All right, let's see what you feel justice about. Justice. Ace of emotions. All right. And 8 of cups. Okay. All right. Underneath the deck, we have the 5 of emotions and the 4 of inspirations. Okay. All right. This is kind of a crazy roller coaster right here, Scorpio. I'm going to try to describe the energy the best way I can, but it's very strange. Many of you guys feel good to rub it in this person's face that you're moving on and dating other people. Or some of you guys feel good that you're in another relationship and that you're leaving this person behind. Yeah. But underneath it all, you do feel a sense of sadness that this person didn't come in to work on this relationship. So it was kind of like this bitterness energy I'm getting from you. Like, yeah. Yeah, you feel like sneaking away, going off to someone else, making an escape, moving away from this person to go pursue somebody else is the justice that you needed. It's almost like your karmic justice, like checkmate. You want to go and date other people? Fine. Checkmate. I'm going to get me somebody. Yep. Yep. But with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse of the Page of Inspiration, for some of you guys, these other suitors that you're dating and stuff is not really hitting on nothing. That's the gag. It's nothing that's going to last, but at least it's something to talk about. Yeah. It makes you feel good that you're connecting to other people. It's kind of like deep down, you're like, yeah. Take that, take that, take that. And y'all know P. Diddy's a Scorpio. Take that, take that, take that. Stay toxic, my friends. Oh, the moon. Yeah, it's a lot of like, it's just a mess. What is this? Scorpio, come on now. Y'all doing the most. I can't talk. I'm a Scorpio rising, but y'all doing the most. What is this? It's somebody they rolling. All right, here we go. What advice we got for my Scorpio friends, if this is their reading? The devil, stop being toxic. The devil and the star. You need to really work on that low vibrational energy, that tit for tat stuff, Scorpio. You know you do. Like, don't go down to this person's level. You know, like, come on. Yeah, you're like, come on. We got to rise above. Rise above. Rise above the haters. They go low, you go high. They go low, don't go lower. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. 8 of inspirations here. Yeah, you're going to have to put in some work. Go. I need you to, spirit is like screaming. I need you to work on that. Go for it. Yeah. It's not going to help you. It's going to hinder you, this energy here, if this is your story. Yeah, stop the beef. Five of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the devil. Stop the beef. Come on. Y'all got it. Oh, take that, take that, take that. 10 of Pentacles underneath the deck. And the Lovers. Yeah, you're determined to find somebody else because you just can't wait to rub it in this person's face. Scorpio. I'm done with y'all for the night. Sagittarius, you're next. Look, hey, I'm with it. You know I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'm like, take that, take that, take that. Hey, it is what it is. You shouldn't have fumbled a Scorpio. Hey, but nah, seriously, it's low vibrational. Don't do that. All right, here we go, Sagittarius. Yee says thank you. That was so helpful. You're welcome. I feel like it resonated for somebody out there. I don't know who. Somebody out there playing games with each other. They need to heal. That's right. They need to heal. Because the thing about it is, if they would have never started something, it wouldn't have been nothing. Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. That's what Scorpio say. Yeah. Nah, it's all wrong. All right, Saggy Waggy, we got the Saggies in the building. Hey, Bree Prince is in the building. We got Empress. Max. I'll see you later, Max. Mr. Bear somewhere in there. Let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's on Sagittarius's mind in love and romance. What is this person's plans for their future actions with Sagittarius? All right, you got some cards, a lot of energy, man. They just coming out. All right, we have the 9 of Inspirations in the reverse, the 6 of Inspirations, and then we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Lovers and the Devil in the reverse. This feels like somebody that's just surrendering to change because they have a lot of love for you. And they really want to get your attention. So in order to do this, they have to surrender to change. I'm getting this is typically someone who's very stubborn and stuck in their ways. But in some type of way, you've inspired this person to do something about it. Because I'm also noticing, because we got the Lovers card underneath the deck, this person may have tried to hide how they really feel about you. Or maybe they weren't even aware. Yeah, they want to come towards you, Knight of Inspirations. But they're feeling stuck. So it's like a very similar energy to another sign I did earlier. I can't remember, y'all. But it's like some days they want to just come straight to you. Other days are like pulling back. Because the love is there. The pull is there. The passion's there. But then the fear is so strong. And it has a lot to do with your worth and value. I'm getting time apart made the heart grow fonder. And it made this person realize your worth and value. Yep. There you go. Temperance. You know what they admire about your energy? You're very grounded, very stable. And, you know, it just seems like even though you're an impatient sign, when it came to this person, they really appreciated your patience with them. You always found a way to kind of always make things better. And I think this is somebody who's not having such a good time in their world right now. So they're, you know, really missing you. Yeah, this is somebody that didn't really want to change. You may have called this person out and told them, like, listen, like the way you're doing things is not cool. But it's also the very thing that landed them with losing you. I think they were doing some stuff that just does not really go, that doesn't really align with your values, with your standards, with, you know, what you're looking for in a partner. So now that they're feeling alone, secretly they want to, you know, try to see if this can work. Yeah, if they can make things right, justice. Justice and the Knight of Emotions. I'm getting they want to come in to take you on a date, show you some romance, wine and dine you, all that good stuff. Hoping that will soften the blow because they already know that you probably don't want to deal with them. They know. Yep. They know that you standing on business. I think they also admire that about you. The very thing that they're kind of worried about when it comes to you is the very thing that they also admire. Your strength, your power, your status. Cherie! Cherie! Hey. All right, so let's see how... I'm sorry, y'all. Cherie is my very special Sagittarius friend. Love you, boo. All right, let's see. Spirit, how will Sagittarius know if this is their person? Page of Inspiration in the reverse. The Hermit. And the Muse of Material. Underneath the deck, we have the 10 of Emotions in the reverse. Yeah, this is the person that was a lost soul. Like, really, the lost soul. They were like not very clear about where they really wanted to invest their time, their energy, for some of them, their money. Yeah. So they sold you a lot of illusions when you guys were together because they just needed time to figure out what they wanted. You know, they're just all over the place with stuff. Very immature. And I think this person always had one foot in, one foot out. Yeah, with the 4 of Inspirations in the reverse, as well as the 2 of Voices clarifying the Page of Inspirations in the reverse, this is somebody that was very unsure about you when you guys were together. And they needed more time. Like you may have even called this person out and say, hey, where is this relationship going? You know, you may have called them out about, you know, growth. You wanted to see this relationship, you know, progress. But they're just a lost soul. Like truly, like this person didn't really know what they wanted with you, but they valued you. So yeah, this person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo does not have to be, but that's predominant in this energy. All right, let's look at your side, Saggy Waggy. Let's see, how do you feel? How does Sagittarius feel about this person? This is where this really reading kind of makes me want to cry. We got the Muse of Emotion, which is like the King of Cups. You had very deep and heavy feelings for this person. Very deep, very heavy. Okay. The Moon in the reverse. And the Hierophant in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Justice in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The problem is, like, you and them just couldn't get on the same page, though. No matter how much you love this person so deeply, and they made you feel good emotionally when the times are good, when it came to more practical things and more mature things that come with a relationship, they couldn't deliver. And this is where you have to face your fears and come to the realization and stop looking at this relationship with rose-colored glasses and say, listen, we're just not equally yoked. This is not going to work. This is not a match. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. And I think like you tried your best to force it to fit, but you were frustrating yourself in the process because it was one of those relationships where you were fighting your emotion, but also fighting what made actual sense. And what made actual sense was it just ain't going, the math ain't mathing. It's just not going to work. But then it's like, but I love them. I love her. I love him. But they get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. So yeah, you just had to let it go. You had to let it go. 7 of inspirations in reverse, 5 of inspirations. You know, you had to stop fighting this, fighting the urge to release, you know, and it sucks. Have to just kind of like take all that feeling and just either walk away or start to focus on loving yourself more. I feel like you love this person, but you started to realize you got to love yourself more. And that's a hard shift, very hard shift. So what advice do we have for my savvy friends? We have the Star in the reverse. And we have the Knight of Voices. So it's disappointing, right, to have to move away from the idea that this can work. But Spirit is saying, think about it. Think about your standards. Think about where do you want to really invest your time, your money, your energy, your love that's going to benefit you. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she's good. Like she has everything she needs. She's self-sufficient. She has it going on. There's no gender in tarot. But the Sagittarius I'm talking to, you're good. You're not codependent. You're everything but. If anything, you probably took care of this person or you gave this person a lot of your energy because they're a page. Like you guys were not even equally yoked. You're a queen, they're a page. You Beyonce, they a peasant. You know what I'm saying? You Jay-Z now with this casino and this person. No, Nas got the casino and you Jay-Z because Jay-Z about to be broke compared to Nas. Just playing, y'all. You get what I'm saying? You would be playing yourself, selling yourself short if you stayed in this. Let's just call it what it is. I'm going to just be straight up with you with no chaser. Yeah. Queen, let's just call it what it is. Queen of Pentacles and 7 of Swords in reverse is basically a combination of saying you would be investing in something in vain. That's not beneficial. You would be playing yourself. So So you just have to be honest with yourself. Of course, this is not everybody's reading, but if it's your reading, everything that I mentioned, you'll probably relate with, and you say, yeah, Mika, you got a point. Yeah, yep. It's a battle. You'll feel like it's a battle every day to be with this person because you guys are just not equally yoked at all. Okay. All right. That's what I have for you, Saggy-Waggies. Thank you for watching. Big shout out to my girl Cherie and all of the Saggy-Waggies. Yay. Anne says your reading was very accurate. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. And Cherie says, don't be no fool when love really don't love you. I know that's right. Don't be a fool now. Don't be a fool now. Don't be a fool in love. What you say? Hey, 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 hey. Y'all know that song by Tina Turner, Fool in Love? You just a fool. You know you're in love. Yep. All right. Let's do it. Mr. Barrett says, thanks, Mika. Spot on for the Saggy read. Cool. All right, y'all. Let me get some water first, y'all. Capricorn, your girl working hard for the money. Hold on a second. For those that don't know, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Sitting here for hours at a time, talking to a screen, talking to your phone, and not having people talk back to you, and you're continuously talking for hours at end is really, really exhausting. And then to throw in tarot cards. So hit the like button. What are you doing? Hit the like button. Show your girl some love. Coming on just about every night, y'all. Come on. Show me some love. We're getting the views up. I appreciate it so much. All because of you making it possible. Don't forget, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be doing mini reads. Woohoo! So if you would like to be a part of the fun, let me see if I can find a link real quick. Hold on, y'all. Shameless plug. Hold on a second. We get into the Capricorn read, so I got to get to the money. Hold on a second. Capricorns will understand. Let's see. Get into the money. Everybody mad. All right, let's see. All right. So yeah, go ahead and pre-book your mini reads for Wednesday. I said tomorrow. I meant Wednesday. Let me go ahead and drop this thing in the description box below as well. So yeah, if you're interested in getting a mini read, click on that link to go ahead and pre-book. Spots will sell fast. And once we sell out, we sell out. So yeah, get your spot, y'all. It's going to be a very detailed reading. As you guys know, I'm a very thorough reader. And if you are not quite sure, you're like, I don't know. Why don't you check out my, check out that link. There'll be a link with sample mini reads that I've done in the past. So check it out, guys. Let's get to Capricorn. May says, May is here. You are great. Thank you so much, May. I appreciate the love. Debbie. Okay, so Debbie, you're a Capricorn rising. Dang, you got a lot of earth in your chart. Dang. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. You have 4 Capricorn placements, May. Wow. Oh, Debbie, you're a Cancer moon. Oh, that's why you're so lovey-dovey. Okay, so you're not all business. You put a little love up in there. I like it. Okay, that's a cool like combo. But you gonna get back to the bag. It's like one of those situations when love don't work out for Debbie. Debbie just wipes her tears with dollar bills. Yep, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Let's get to the money. Oh, Capricorn. Y'all ain't ready. See, I'm flexing. I don't know why people do that online, where they be having money and they be posing and be like, yeah, 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 yeah. Like, that's crazy to me. Who cares? Anywho, back to business, right? Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's currently on Capricorn's mind. What is this person's future actions towards Capricorn? All right, so we've got the Four of Voices, the Muse of Inspiration, the Two of Inspiration, and underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Materials in the reverse and the Knight of Voices in the reverse. This person is trying to think of the right approach to fix and repair this relationship. I think you guys have had some exchange of words. So yeah, they're feeling inspired to try to work on this thing with you. Fix and repair whatever issues you guys have had. With the Ten of Swords underneath the deck, I think this person is starting to feel a little bit like you felt. Maybe when this person hurt you and they were causing and stirring up trauma. A lot of drama. So yeah, this is definitely the energy of someone that's serious, ready to take charge of the situation. You know what? They really miss how you made them feel. More than anything, like your nurturing spirit. It's exactly what they're looking for in a partner. Somebody that's peaceful, that's kind, supportive. But I would be careful with this energy because it kind of looks like somebody that puts a lot of emphasis on being with you because of how you make them feel. And because they're coming towards you with that type of energy, there is a strong possibility that they're not going to be quite clear or sure where this thing is going to go. So they're going to expect you to show them or prove to them that you're going to forgive them. So this is somebody that's going to come in and say, hey, let's see if we can make this thing work. And then they're going to sit back and see what you're going to do. They're going to see if you're going to make them feel good. They're going to see if you're going to make them feel happy. They're going to see if you're going to support them. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of them more concerned about what you can provide them. Very superficial relationship. Nothing deep. A lot of passion and a lot of things that they're willing to take from you. Yeah, it's this is like somebody trying to be sneaky with this energy. So what does this person want? Let's ask that, because I'm still trying to understand totally what this person wants. What does this person want with Capricorn? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. And the Hang Muse in the reverse. They just really want you guys to come back together. That's what it looks like. But it doesn't look like somebody that's trying to build anything significant here. It just looks like, let's come back together. Let's squash the beef. And as long as you're going to be cool, I'm cool. But first, prove it to me that you're cool with me. Yeah, prove it to me that you're cool with me. But until then, I'm not going to do a lot. I'm not going to roll out the red carpet and wow you and do anything major. But I am going to try to take action towards you and just say, hey, I'm here. I'm open. Okay. So how will Capricorn know if this is their person? It's kind of strange to me. If this is somebody that wants to work on things with you, and then they're kind of putting you in the driver's seat to say, oh yeah, it's all up to you how you show up, if I'm gonna stay here or not. It's crazy. How will Capricorn know if this is their person? Okay, Page of Material in reverse. Yeah, non-committal person, pretty much. Non-committal person that is always confused. So they always are guarded. Yeah, very typically, typical story. This is somebody that doesn't want to fully commit because they don't know what they want. And so they kind of guard their energy until they get a lot more information. Yep. And they'll keep coming back because they know that you're a valuable option. You bring a lot to the table. You see all of this energy that talks about like material thoughts, motivations. It's not emotions though. I don't feel like this person gets any type of emotional investment here when it comes to you. No, there it is. Muse of Material, which is like the King of Pentacles. I'm also noticing that this person is also having a bit of insecurity about what they bring to the table. That can be a thing as well. They may feel like they can't offer you much, which is why they're holding back. But they're like, shoot, I don't want to miss out on an opportunity with Capricorn. So, hey, if I can get something out of the deal while I'm here, that's cool. That's kind of low down, but that's what I got. So, yeah, this could definitely be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, they low down. They wrong for that. Yep. All right, so check this out. Let's look at your energy. Vanessa says, that's my ex. I ended it September 21st, 2025. After being with him for 3 years, I got tired of it. She says, you're 100% right. Yes. Trying to tell y'all. Okay. Vanessa's trying to warn y'all too. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. These people be moving like this. Crazy. Very low down. Yeah, very low down. Yup. T-Cake says very low down. Sure is. How does Capricorn feel about this person, Spirit? Okay. There goes that Muse of Materials, which is like King of Pentacles. Muse of Materials. The Sun in the reverse. And the Fool in the reverse. You're tired of giving to this relationship. You're tired of investing because it's not going anywhere. You're investing, you're planting seeds, you're doing, and the relationship never grows. It never blossoms. It never materializes. And look, this is you. Look at all these hands. This is you. Planning, doing. You're doing all these different things. And nothing is materializing. Why? Because it's a one-sided relationship. And it's making you very frustrated and making you hold back, taking any further action. Yeah. You feel it's too risky to go back to this person. So you're, you know, with the temperance here to the nine of materials in reverse, I think what you're doing is you're saying, okay, enough is enough. I really got to be patient with this process. I know it's going to take some time for me to get over this, but I'm just going to be patient with this process and move forward. Because I think the reason why you're kind of talking to yourself about this is because you have invested a lot into this. So this is like you saying you're throwing away something you've put a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of love. And I think for you, Capricorn, that's devastating and frustrating at the same time. So you're trying to just, you're trying. All right. Yeah. They depleted you. They depleted you bad. You're Empress in reverse after dealing with this person. Very depleted, very drained. Yep. Especially when it comes to your emotional space. So you're just not the same person you were when you met this person. When you met this person, you were an Empress. So you're trying to build your confidence back up, trying to get your stability back up, just trying to get to a better space. And like you say, you're telling yourself, be patient, be patient. It's all going to work itself out. And it will. It definitely will. Good luck to you, Capricorn. Very deep reading there. Yep. Delaney says 100% I moved on. It was very frustrating. Yep. T-Cake says, yep, ex-husband Taurus was a user, not a giver. Yeah, guys, be careful with these types of people. If you're not getting much out of it, you gotta release it. You know, can't force stuff to fit for sure. All right. We are almost reaching the end, guys. We got Aquarius and then Pisces. If you have not hit the like button, show your girls some love. Hit the like button, guys. I would really, really appreciate it. Big shout out to those that have hung out with us the entire live. Thank you guys so much. We only got 2 signs left. So if you have not hit subscribe and you're enjoying the content thus far, go ahead and do it. And if you're one of those subscribers that watch me regularly and you have not hit the notification bell, please do so you don't miss the next time I go live. All right. All right, Aquarius, you're up. Janae's here. Hey. You're very welcome, T-Cake. I know, right, Janae? I'll be so happy when we get to Aquarius. I'm like, woo, we got a great reading ahead. And then one more left. The struggle, baby. The struggle be real. But we made it. We made it. Aqua Gang. Destiny. Hey. Been a while, girl. Hope all is well. Leah, hey. All right, let's do it, y'all. Let's do this. Aqua Gang. For those that don't know, I'm an Aquarius. Keita's here. All right, here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that is currently on Aquarius's mind. What is this person's future actions towards Aquarius? Y'all, the devil card? The devil card. Not the devil card. Yes, the devil card. Y'all, I'm so tired of these folks. I give up on a reading already, y'all. Aquarius, help me, please. 4 of emotions. Dang. You done pissed somebody off, Aqua Gang. Somebody. Ooh, they hot. Ace of voices. Underneath the deck, we got the 5 of voices. And the 10 of inspiration. Woo! Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. All right, let me tell you something about your person. You done pissed them off, for real. I'm not even joking. They feel rejected by you, pushed away. They feel like you don't care about them. They're like, how dare you, Aquarius, just shut me out like this? Like, who the F do you think you are? Yeah, that's about right. Yep, you too quiet. Ooh, they so mad. Woo-hoo-hoo. Baby, look at it. The devil and the high priestess, head to head. Who do you think gonna win this fight? Do you think you, or do you think it's gonna be the devil? Is it gonna be old Lucifer, or is it gonna be you moving in love and light? Y'all tell me who gonna win this fight. Oh my gosh. Tell me some more about this devil card, Spirit, because I ain't got time today. Aquarius. Did you make this devil get weak? Did you beat and defend and conquer the devil? Looks like it to me. Told you who was going to win the fight. Aqua, if you want to play the silent game, don't play the silent game with Aquarius. You're going to lose every time. I promise you. I promise you. Don't do it. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. What Beyonce say? Don't hurt me. You're going to hurt yourself. Don't go and hurt yourself. You want to play with me? Don't play yourself. Love God herself. Yeah, the star in the reverse. They're sad, y'all. They're sad. They're mad. They're pissed. They tired. They feel defeated. It's too much. Yeah, and they're depressed that you're rejecting them, that you went silent. You ain't got nothing to do. You don't want nothing to do with them. And they want to talk to you about a reconciliation, but they still kind of pissed off at you though. Yeah, they want to communicate some type of reconciliation. This small page of material offer, this breadcrumb offer they want to talk to you about. That keeps them up at night. They get a little stressed. Okay. And all the aquas in the room says, okay. So, how does Aquarius know if this is their person? How does Aquarius know if this is their person? The devil in the reverse. You done humbled the devil. You defeated Lucifer. The wheel of fortune in the upright. And the ace of materials in the reverse. Y'all, I can't stop smiling. Underneath the deck, we got the world card. This is the person that thought they can get away with playing games with an Aquarius, okay? They thought they can run game on you. They can manipulate you, lie to you, cheat on you, whatever this person did. They thought they got you. They thought they can get in your head and they thought they can finesse you. But let me, for the people that's cross-watching, let me bring you in on a little secret. Aquariuses are a little bit smarter than the average bear. Aquariuses are not for the weak. You play with an Aquarius, you're going to get your feelings hurt. And it looked like you the one that got away. And you humbled this person. They want to change their whole life because of you. It's right here. Yep. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. Aqualand. Aqualand, baby. You thought wrong. Well, you had to take them to aqua school. There it is. What is this? Muse of Voices, which is like the King of Swords. You gave them a little bit of wisdom. They start rubbing their two brain cells together and start realizing, oh yeah, I probably need to get my life together, because if I keep playing with Aquarius, I'm going to get my feelings hurt. Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but I'm being for real, y'all. That's what the energy's saying. This is like this person basically saying, I regret playing with you, mishandling you, mistreating you. I'm realizing that you actually are very valuable to me, and you're the one that got away. Yeah. I want to try to change, but I feel like this is not somebody that's totally changed. So get that out of your head, Aquarius. The devil doesn't change overnight, okay? This toxic energy, these addictions, these lifestyle choices, a way this person thinks or behaves does not change overnight. This is somebody that's up and coming. It's like they've had a come to Jesus moment, like a spiritual awakening, like, when you touch Aquarius touch them and they passed that, and then they rised up and said, I'll be damned. I should have did Aquarius right. I should have did Aquarius right. I'll be damned. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm being so dramatic. I'm trying to make y'all laugh through the pain, but I'm being for real. This person's ridiculous with it. Ace of Emotions in the reverse, clarifying the devil. Like, yeah, that's what they're trying to work on. They're trying to work on building the courage to address you, because now they're looking like a total fool that they played with you. And I think this person took it too far. They didn't expect you to actually go silent, to leave them for good, to cut them off. They just knew that you would be there. Like, what? Wrong sign. Wrong sign. Don't do it. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Aquarius has no problem cutting folks off. Let me tell you something. I cut off game strong. Seriously. It's like, that's the thing. This person went too far. They took it too far. They really did. They took it too far. And that's where you had to draw the line in the sand and say, you will not pass this line. And you ain't got nothing else to say. Honestly, it's right here. You are the high priestess. You have nothing else to say because you got all the knowledge. The high priestess is very wise, and she has spiritual knowledge, but also has very enlightened. So whatever this person was doing, you were like light years ahead of the average person. Maybe this person runs game on a bunch of idiots, but they're kind of blown away with, oh my gosh, how did Aquarius know that? You know, you may have called this person out and they were just like, are you psychic or something? Might be. All right, y'all, let me continue with the read. How does Aquarius feel about this person, y'all? I'm so tired of folks. I'm so tired of these folks, y'all. Can we get these folks out of the reading? I'm so tired. How does Aquarius feel about this person? The Fool. The Hierophant. Tell me more. Aha! The Seven of Emotions. Y'all had me scared. Woo, y'all had me scared. I was like, wait a second. Hex to the now. Aqua gang. I was just rooting for you, girl. I was just rooting for you, guy. And y'all about to go back to this fool? Nah, y'all going out to go fishing. That's what y'all doing. Seeing if there's some other fish to see. Look at y'all with all your options. Like, let's see. Who am I going to call today? Who am I going to talk to today? All right. Yeah, you're determined to move on with your life and go towards somebody else, somebody that's more aligned to your values, your standards, your beliefs. But a lot of you guys don't even know where you're going. You're just like showing up to the party, like, hey, you want to talk to me? Cool, what up? Yeah. A lot of these options, though, I'm gonna be honest with you, are not meeting the mark. And it's kind of disappointing you because it's like, I'm so, like I said, tired of folks. You tired of folks too, Aquarius. These folks out here, they ain't hitting on nothing. Yep. But you're still staying inspired underneath the deck with the Queen of Inspiration. You're inspired. Now, I don't see this person showing up anywhere in how you feel about them. So I don't think y'all feel nothing at all. Where's Aquarius's feelings for this person? I don't see it. Let's see. Let's try that again. How does Aquarius feel about this person, spirits? Two of Cups in the reverse. You don't trust them. That's why you do not care. Two of Cups in the reverse. It's two of emotions in reverse. Same thing. You don't care. You don't want to. So who am I going to call today? All right, Aquarius, I ain't got time for y'all. Y'all don't need no advice, but we going to look. Let's see. What advice we got for Aquarius? Aquarius, y'all running out. Okay, take your time. Knight of Materials. Take your time because you guys are still healing, okay? So don't be a rush to jump into another relationship. I think you still are kind of like over it when it comes to relationships and people at this point because Earth is so ghetto and these people are trash. It's too much pee in the dating pool. And so, let somebody clear out the dating pool a little bit and then go back out there again. All right. Yep. Because y'all kind of over it too. I agree. I'm with y'all. Aqua Gang. Hang in there. Take a breath. Exhale, Aquarius. Inhale the good-ish. Exhale the bull-ish. Spirit says you got to calm down. So there it is. All right, y'all. I'm done playing with Aquarius for today. Good luck, Aqua Gang. Good luck, Aqua Gang. Janae said she needed that read. Cool, cool. I'm glad I made you guys laugh. It was honestly all in good fun, but it was accurate. It was an accurate reading. This person is really bothered, Aquarius. Be weary. Be very weary of this energy. I know some of you guys are hearing this and you're like, oh my gosh, my person's changing? No. Flag on the play. Time out. They're not changed. They're trying to change because this is somebody that wants to impress you. So what does that mean? That means there is a strong possibility that this person will revert back to their toxic ways. Kind of like an addict that's in rehab. What happens after they get out of rehab? A lot of times these people do what? Relapse, and they go right back to the same old crap that they was on. Same stuff. I'm just saying, be careful. Just because somebody's on a path of healing and trying to get better doesn't mean they're going to be a completely different person. And the devil card does speak of addiction. So for some of you guys, your person may have addictions or have toxic behavior patterns or lifestyles. Could be a liar, cheater, what have you. But what I want you to understand is they want to try to get better for you because they know they can't come in any kind of way. Like you've humbled this person enough to where they know their tactics will not work on you. It's just not going to work. So they have to just become somebody different. But of course, sometimes the mask will drop. People can only keep up the act for so long because they're changing who they are. So that's what we got. Pisces is next. Janae says he can kick rocks. Yep. I agree with that message. Pisces is next. Period. That's what Leah said. Period. Pisces. Balance is here. Before you guys go, don't forget to hit the like button. Show your girls some love, especially Aqua Gang. Where you at? Show your girls some love. And big shout out to our amazing mods tonight. Thank you so much to Miss Keita, T Rose, Lisa. I think we also had DP jump on for a little bit. There goes DP right there. Thank you guys so much for your love and support always, mods. And thank you all for coming tonight. If you have to step out, just don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on another amazing live that I do. I leave you all with Pisces. Let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's on Pisces' mind. What is this person's future actions towards Pisces? Two of emotions. Two of materials in the reverse. Three of inspirations. Underneath the deck, we've got the Eight of Voices, as well as the Six of Inspirations in the reverse. It's driving this person crazy that you're not showing them a lot of attention, a lot of love, or what have you. Like, it's driving them crazy. I think they're just feeling like they can't move. They don't know what to do. Because if given the opportunity, they definitely want a relationship with you. Two of Cups. Or in this deck, Two of Emotions. Yeah, it's been driving them crazy thinking about this relationship and wanting to let you know that they want to have another shot with you. But they just don't know, like, how you feel. So they wait. They're sure about what they feel. I feel like this is a little bit too late. Like, I don't know if there's timing is an issue with this person or something. But I'm also getting like, even if this person comes forward, it's like they like the idea of a relationship and its benefits. But when it comes to building something long term, like a Seven of Pentacles situation, it turns out to be a Seven of Materials in the reverse, which is like a Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Like a half-ass energy, something that doesn't go to its full potential. It's like they walk away or they pull back when it gets a little bit too serious, like cold feet or something. Like they get cold feet. What is that about? Cold feet. Yeah. It's like they manifest all that comes along with the relationship, but then when it comes to them having to put in the work, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much I have to change about myself. And I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. They know what they got to do. This is somebody that's not unaware. They know what they got to do. They just choose to hold themselves back. Even as they wait on you, I'm noticing they're very guarded. They're not even like waiting and like, okay, if I'm getting like, if you call them, Pisces, which I doubt you're going to call them, but say if you do call them, they may not even initially answer the phone. They may initially like just look at the phone and say, oh man, like I probably don't need to say something. Let me wait a few minutes, or let me just send a text instead. Like they're going to be still very guarded. Yeah, and they feel okay about that. They feel okay with giving very little. Let's ask why. Why does this person feel like being very closed off, giving very little, but still wanting the most? Why? It's because they've become accustomed to this behavior. I'm getting they've always gotten their way when they were a kid. They've been very codependent on people all their life. People have always taken care of them or done stuff for them. So they don't know any other way. And so that's why I say they're codependent on how you make them feel. They're codependent on what you provide them. They're codependent on so many things. It's a level of maturity that this person is lacking. And it also has to do with them just not knowing how to get out of that space, because we're talking about a behavior pattern that's deeply ingrained in how this person was raised and how most karmics they get in a relationship treat them. So they expect the same thing out of you. And maybe even for a lot of you for some time, you were doing some of these things for this person to make them comfortable. So they just expect it to keep going. So yeah, this person may come across as an emperor, but they're really a page of emotions in reverse. Like they try to seem like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take the lead, and I'm ready for commitment. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to, really lead this relationship, provide security, but they can't. And it really has to do with cockiness, ego. This person has a lot of ego and confidence. But deep down underneath the surface, this person is still like a little boy or a little girl that needs a mommy or a daddy. So you may have felt like you were taking care of this person or supporting this person and leading the relationship while they were just along on the ride. Does that make sense? And it's not fair to you. And that's where it was very unbalanced and unfair. And that's why they still feel like they have this entitlement complex where I shouldn't have to reach out to Pisces. I shouldn't have to do anything. I should be able to kind of sit back and just wait on Pisces to come towards me because I'm entitled to that. Yeah. Jesse says, yeah, he wants me to do everything. And I make all the decisions. Correct. And that's what they want. If this is your reading, that's what they want. So let's look at this. How will Pisces know if this is their person? How will Pisces know if this is their person? We have the Hermit in the reverse. We also have the Knight of Voices in the reverse. And we have the Muse of Materials. Underneath the deck, we have the World in the reverse. So this is somebody that never changes. They give a lot of false promises, false hopes of what they're going to provide you, what they're going to do to build this relationship up. But this is also somebody that doesn't really want a relationship. They honestly, deep down, want to be alone, but they need other people to survive. So this is where that codependency piece comes in. If this person had their way and they were mature enough for it, this would be somebody that would really just be all about themselves. But they need somebody else to support them. So that's why they get into these relationships with you and other karmics. So even if they're alone, they're always talking to someone, needing someone. They could be very needy with their family, do a lot for their family, or just there's always somebody else. Okay. Yeah. And the standards that you communicated that you need this person to meet was a problem. And for a lot of you guys, this person ghosted you or pulled their energy back once they started to realize that you were putting boundaries up. Yeah. They do want to talk to you to try to fix it. And I think you'll go around and around in this cycle with this person where they'll get upset or they'll have a tantrum and then you guys don't talk. And then they come back wanting to fix and repair things with you, only to find out again they don't change, and around and around. It's like a wash, rinse, repeat situation. And the thing that keeps you going is because they keep promising you they're going to level up. They're going to contribute more to the relationship. They're going to make you feel safe and secure. They're going to be more mature. They're going to provide more abundance and stability, but all they do is take. That's how you know this is your person. And this person could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, Virgo. And I'm also getting a lot of air sign energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So air or earth is predominant in this reading for your person's energy. They can have that in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right, Pisces, let's look at your energy. Let's see, how do you feel about this person? Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this situation. How does Pisces truly feel about this person right now in this moment? The Fool. The Hierophant in the reverse. And the Nine of Inspiration. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Voices in the reverse, as well as the Eight of Inspirations. All right. So this is someone who's not going to, in your eyes, change. You feel like they're going to keep doing the same-ish, different day. Somebody that can't be trusted. And at this point, you've been around and around and around with this person, and you're just like, listen, it's just not working. This person keeps giving you a lot of false promises, a lot of false hopes. You don't trust this person anymore. You feel like this person is a smooth talker and that's all they do is talk. But when it comes to what you want a relationship to look and feel like, they're just not meeting the mark. That's how you feel. I think deep down, you would love for this thing to work, but it's like you've been so patient to try to give this person the benefit of the doubt and they keep letting you down. I think you've also decided that you're no longer going to be caught up in this person's illusion because they're very smooth. This is a manipulator, okay? And I think you have been wearing rose-colored glasses for a little bit of time, and now you're moving in more logic and thinking more so about this person's actions. And based on that, it's very clear to me, based on this, you're not confused anymore. But it's taken time. Yeah, Jesse says 6 years. It's taken time for some of you Pisces to really see it for what it is, because this person is a massive manipulator. They're good with their words. They're good at what they say. And it drove you crazy. But now you're setting yourself free mentally, spiritually, physically, if this is your story. Any advice for Pisces? Two of Inspirations and the Hang, Muse in the reverse. Give me one more. And then we have the Muse of Materials. I think it's fair for you to keep moving forward in your life. I think a lot of you guys have thought about doing that or are doing it. But then there's still this thing where behind it all and underneath the surface, you still think about, well, what if this person gets their crap together? A lot of you guys still are tempted by this person. So Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition on this and think about, what do you want to manifest for your future? I think a lot of you guys really want to feel better. And I would just ask yourself, Pisces, how did this person make you feel and how did they show up? And was it honestly and truly fair to you, or was it very unfair and you need to choose for yourself that it's no longer serving you and you can move on? The choice is yours. This is your life. This is your future. I just want you to make sure that you stay on the right path. Like I say, a lot of you guys were caught up in a fantasy and illusion. This person was really good at that. And a lot of you lived in a dream. You know, the moon is like dream, fantasize, and illusions. And I think some of you guys are finally seeing it for what it is, but it's hard to accept. And just be patient with yourself, okay? All right, Pisces, I think that's the messages you need to hear. So what you guys think? Did y'all enjoy the reading tonight? I hope you guys did. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't done so already. Don't forget that on Wednesday, October the 1st, I'll be doing mini reads. So yeah, there goes the link down there in the chat. You can also find it in the description box below, where you can do a question and get a detailed mini read live from your girl on Wednesday. So don't miss out on your opportunity. Pre-book now so you can guarantee your spot. And I want to give a special shout out to all of you guys that have been supporting the channel, man. You guys have been keeping me booked and busy. I've been doing a lot of readings. I have one to do tomorrow. So thank you guys so much. And for all of you guys booking video calls too, I've had an influx of video calls too, which is really, really fun for me. I was just telling a couple of my clients last week when I would do video calls, I love it because I'm able to connect and meet the people that watch me. Because all I see is your little icons that pop up on the screen and your comments. But then to like put an actual face and pick up the energy to the name, it's like, hey, I know you. And they're like, Mika, you know, so it's really cool. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, check out my website as well, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, where you can book a more detailed reading on my website. So many different options there. And lastly, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. A lot of great content here. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourself. Namaste. Bye.